Hello, I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow, and I am literally wearing a sweater.
Okay, I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you are brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto super easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements, like SALTT, that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow and SALTT happenings.
Yeah.
What's the rest?
These live streams.
These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. So thanks for joining us on our keto journey.
Indeed. I'm going to bump up the bit rate just a little bit.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
Dance. All right, let's say hi to everybody.
Hi!
Except that this keyboard randomly decides which direction it's going to scroll.
Get a new keyboard. You could just complain about it, or you could just
scrolling at all now. Anyway,
it's because you insulted it.
Carrie's here, so is Blaze and
Blaze.
Becky.
Hi, Carrie. Hi, Becky.
Laura says hi. Hello, everyone. Meg's Little House in the Country says, I'm using the SALTT to help me get off energy drinks.
Oh,
I know that they're not good for me.
Good for you.
Nice. Visual Keto is here from Frozen, Iowa.
Oh,
Just got home from Texas Roadhouse.
Ooh, yummy.
Speaking of Iowa, somebody submitted a meetup that's in
Iowa City, Iowa.
I don't remember what city in Iowa. I think it's Franklin, but I could be wrong. Anyway, on lowcarbevents.com, there is a meetup in Iowa in February. Caden's here from Louisiana. It's 18 degrees.
Yeah. It is like 29 degrees here.
Right
21.
now.
Yeah, it's cold here.
You can see it down in the bottom corner over there.
Oh, 21 degrees.
Boo.
Yeah, I wore a little bit of a jacket today. Our daughter in Canada could not go to church. They canceled church because it was so cold there. And they said they also can't go outside right now because it's negative 40 degrees. That's cold. Celsius.
Wow.
It's cold. That's cold. So if you want to be cold, go to Canada, eh?
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, Becky loves your hair.
Thank you.
Rickwin says good evening. Swala is here. Hi there. Lady Fritzader is here as well. So a semi-retired Bob. Keto and Miss finally got rain.
Yes.
Let's see.
Ciao Piscal.
A Coca-Cola for you. There you go. Says Ciao Piscal Miriam. I love the hair.
Yvette, I just ate your last piece of bacon today. We had the whole bag except for like 2 pieces, and they were in my fridge.
Denise
and I
says,
ate it, and I'm like, oh, my friend.
Denise says, it's my very first live. I've been watching tons of your videos.
Denise, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for saying
we're
hi.
real live people. We don't just exist in recordings.
Yep. And I've had a good day up until like an hour ago, and then it just went. So I need some like seriously up vibes.
Back.
Yeah.
Back again. Kim B wants more peppermint. I've got one peppermint right here.
One. I have one as a Ninja Creamy. Actually,
you
probably
do.
2.
You've been eating all my Ninja Creamies, and I need to make some more.
And my goal is to make strawberry.
Ah.
I want to make the strawberry chia pudding, and I want to make that stupid, delicious-looking strawberry roll. What is it called?
Oh, the coconut.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. That's what I want.
Well, Nan's here from Texas.
So I bought strawberries to make the coconut roll.
Oh, and those all got eaten.
It's just called a strawberry roll. I'm going to look it up. Because I'm going to
All I know is my phone's going to keep on buzzing.
Keto Chow.
Bob's here from Southeast Arizona, and Carrie's almost 2 years coffee free. Joanne says, love SALTT. Nice.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Jason's here as well.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
Let's see. Joe says, hello, I'm from 0 degree Chicago.
Oh, gosh, that's cold.
Karen's here from freezing Texas, and Dee Dee Hines is also from cold Texas. Just Jason Keto and more. It's negative 14. What I like is when you get to the crossover point. Negative 40 degrees Celsius is negative 40. Strawberry cream roll Keto Chow.
Strawberry cream roll keto coconut cake. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of words. No wonder I couldn't remember it. Anyway, that's what I'm wanting. I know it's cold, but it kind of looks like snow, right?
Yeah.
There is a printout. I printed it out. I'm going to make it. You will see.
Visual Keto says, ooh, a meetup. I'll put it on my calendar. And it's not our meetup. So to be clear and specific.
Meetup, and we just know about it.
Yeah, so if you go to lowcarbevents.com, it's .com.
It's .com.
So,
We forgot
there
to
it
clean
is.
that up. Indiana.
Wait, no, it's
That
not
was
that one.
Iowa.
There it is.
That's Ohio.
Yeah, it's in Englewood.
No. They said they were from
Oh,
Iowa.
dang it. I always get those two mixed up. Oh, my gosh. OH.
Ohio.
Yep. Sorry, my bad.
Well, there's one in Ohio, you Iowa people.
It's not super far.
Right.
Hey, but look.
Blah, blah, blah,
Hey,
blah.
here's the quarterly meetup
This
with
February.
Christy Davis and Dave Feldman.
I'm so excited. I actually messaged them and talked to them today about it, so that's
Feldman.
awesome. And speaking of Dave Feldman, his
Yes.
conference that he announced, the Science
Oh.
Collaboration Conference, is in Vegas.
Right here.
There it
Collaborative
is.
Science Conference.
Yes. March 16th, the weekend of March
15th
16th.
to 16th. There you go.
We're going to go. We just got a house, rented a house for there.
We did rent a house.
And we're going to drive there because it's not very far from
in
here.
2 cars.
In 2 cars.
We're going to take 2 vehicles to get there because we have enough people that it's uncomfortable to fit everyone into the truck.
Yeah.
So we're going to road trip
Way
it.
better.
Okay.
It'll be comfortable.
Donna says, book my hotel for Keto Chow meetup. Yeah. the
You
one-
did?
Let's see. Semi-retired Bob says it's a balmy -5, which is a change from -19.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it crazy how, like, it's still cold, but you're like, oh, it's a little bit less cold.
Serena just won. Hi from Southern California. It's 63 degrees right now.
You
I am
win!
71 tomorrow.
Could you just go outside without a jacket on for us and be like,
Too warm for
that's
me
right,
and my
this
hot
is for
flashes.
Miriam. Right.
Oh, wow. Visual Keto says our church was canceled this week, too.
Oh, sad.
Well, let's see. Lynette is here.
Teresa.
So is Gina.
Lynette.
Says, how are y'all doing this
Hi, Gina.
Twisted Tuesday fueled by Stoked Mango?
Yes. I have been having the Coco Loco hot in my Stanley every day for a couple of days, 3
Okay.
days now, whatever. And I burned my mouth so much that my tongue hurts.
Oh. okay.
From yesterday. So
right.
I should probably not make it quite so hot.
Matt's here. He says, hey, dog.
Hey, Matt.
Heat spell in Illinois up to 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Coldy,
And
coldy.
Heather says, yeah, -40 Celsius degree is the same as -40 Fahrenheit.
That's what she said.
It's
That's
the
what my
crossover.
daughter said.
Yep. Nicole just put the kids to bed. Nice to catch the live. All of our kids just left
They
to go
just
to
left.
activities.
All of them left.
We're literally
Like,
the only people in the
is
house.
empty. We should have
So
a
if the internet goes wonky, I only have myself to blame.
Yep. Unless the neighbors are on the Wi-Fi. That never happens.
Yeah, well, they couldn't be on our Wi-Fi. It's locked down. Just as I spent the long weekend watching videos on 3D printing and laser engraving.
Yeah, Joe.
Wow, wow,
How
wow.
fun is that?
Billy says, Chris needs more birthday cake. I only have
He only has the one.
the one,
One.
and it just sits up here.
Just come to our
a
meetup
chunk.
on the 24th and I'll save it for you.
Oh, no, that one is
Just
mine.
leave it here.
That is literally mine. It was in this box that I opened for my birthday.
Well, that wasn't real. That was pretend.
Look, lady, it's mine.
It's my brother's birthday today. Happy birthday.
It's my birthday.
And I'll cry if I want
Donna says, can you
to,
make mug cake
if
using
I
the core
want
Keto
to
Chow?
cry.
I don't know. I've never tried that
I don't
before.
know either, but can I just tell you, I have been loving mixing the chocolate core Keto Chow with the
Sweetened.
regular Keto Chow flavor. I've done it
with
unsweetened
raspberry cheesecake
and
and
sweetened.
Yeah.
And I think they're both great. It has a different texture, but you don't have to run it through the creamy as long. It's super fast, and I love it. It's my new favorite.
Storm Chasing Gal had a question about Too Crazy Keto's video of coffee creamer. I want to use heavy cream. Do I need to add water? I don't know.
I don't think I've watched that
I
video.
don't.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're so not
I don't remember
helpful.
that off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Gina's likes your hair, sending good
Thank you.
vibrations.
Good
Crystal
vibrations.
said had half a caramel vibes with a little coffee with hot water to taste, and it's great.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Speaking of caramel vibes and Coco Loco, Siobhan Huggins
Yes.
did a review about SALTT today and talked about it. She's like, so do I recommend it? She's like, well, obviously I bought more.
Obviously.
But she also has been mixing fat into the Coco Loco.
She said she did coconut
cream. Yeah, which is interesting.
Delicious idea.
Yeah.
I would recommend trying
butter.
that.
It's got a little bit of acacia gum. Yes. I mean,
I'll do it tomorrow.
okay.
Actually, I don't know if we have any Coco Loco. In fact, this is so cute. Sam comes up to me today and he's like, could you please go shopping at Keto Chow for me? Because with me and Max and you and Dad, and she just names everybody in the family pretty much, everyone using at least one salty a day, it's going to be running out. And I see that some are already running out in this cupboard drawer. And I'm like, there's more in different places, not in this drawer. But I'm just not going to tell you about it. So it was really cute. I'm like, oh, you want us to buy you stuff that you like?
Denise says, I tried the caramel salty with a marsala chai tea bag and a shot of cream. It was amazing.
Was it? How fun is that?
Bob just used his last butterscotch to make chia seed pudding.
I love that. I love that. I had butterscotch Keto Chow for lunch yesterday.
Becky points out there's quite a few of us from Texas. California and Texas are where we ship most of our orders to, compared to the other states, just going off a numbers basis.
We do quite a bit in New York also.
Yeah. Crystal says, doing some evening decluttering. Not sure what clutterbug I am, but I want things hidden and detail-oriented.
Ooh. Do the clutterbug test.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it bees? I can't remember.
Warren says, hi from Minnesota. When will I be able to add salty to my daily mineral subscription? That's something we were pushing so hard to get salty launched, and so much stuff got shoved to the wayside to make room for it.
So we still have some time to...
Since the salty launch, we've been just trying to catch up on everything.
Yeah, oh my gosh. We're drowning.
Our team, they're doing better, though.
They're like, I'm above water.
Joe says Hawkeyes, Buckeyes. They're interchangeable.
They're so great, right?
And Mike's looking forward to seeing us at both events.
Yay!
Jokio says Idaho, Ohio, Iowa.
Yeah.
Then there's Jason Momoa, the Hawaiian. See, Donna says it's cheaper if I book it ahead of time than when I get to town. Oh, interesting.
Oh, cool.
Mike wants to know, will we be selling stuff at Dave Feldman's conference?
I think so.
So we will be, when I say we mean...
Our team.
Our team will be there. I was voluntold to help with the recording. You said you would
help with that.
Because it's not being streamed anymore.
If Dave asked you to do pretty much anything, you would just do it.
Well, yeah, it's true.
So I'm right. Right?
Yep. Crystal says it's 20 to here in Georgia. Wow. Let's see, a Coca-Cola for you. It says I drink a hot cup of Coca Loco or Caramel Vibes to help me sleep. Oh,
yes.
I normally have horrible insomnia, and this has helped me. I wasn't expecting that. That's interesting because it's got a good amount of magnesium.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Should add some more to magnesium. So, what about the perfect keto combination that Steve had you guys
literally was just thinking that. Let's see. Hold on a second.
So it's the is it collagen from Perfect Keto, and then the sleep plus blah blah blah.
So the Beauty Plus Sleep.
Is and that's a protein powder, but that's just a.
Let's go on our competitor's webpage.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bum bum bum. Oh, this is a guide. What about the shop? There it is. Okay.
Berry lavender and the red one. So we have some of those.
It's out of stock.
And then what were you putting in it?
I was adding their. Was it the MCT? Anyway. Okay.
He doesn't know what he uses to sleep.
Open image in the
chat.
Here we go.
Can't.
Okay, so this is the Mexican hot chocolate Beauty Plus Sleep collagen. Oh, this is the collagen?
Yeah.
Where's the one that has the magnesium? There it is. Magnesium.
Yeah.
Magnesium as magnesium citrate. And then we go to salty.com.
And that's going to have way more ingredients because our salty has not very much.
Let's pause, more play.
La 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 la.
Gonna come here.
I don't think we're singing the same song.
Gonna go to here.
Too tiny. Too tiny.
Gonna make it big.
Bigger, bigger.
Okay.
We sang in church.
We did.
So, it was okay.
One packet of salty has 178 milligrams.
What did you say the other one was? I already forgot.
200.
Oh, that's not that far away.
It's not. So this also has 7 grams of hydrolyzed beef collagen.
Okay.
Plus L-lysine, glycine, ashwagandha,
L-theanine, hydrolinic acid.
Okay. So honestly, if you were to throw in some collagen, and I like this stuff, and okay,
I do like it.
Here's one thing that we wanted to tackle tonight.
Right. That's not even anything about this Blue Sleep collagen.
No.
Blue Excuse me.
XYZ. Okay.
Keto Chow.
I'm sharing the thing. I'm going to go here to learn. I'm going to go to the blog.
Bloggy blog.
So last week we kind of talked about this.
Oh, the blog post.
How does SALTT compare to LMNT? And here's the start. We like the team at LMNT and then the product they make.
True to that.
Okay? And like it says, it seems like a weird way to start a comparison with a competitor. But hey, you know what? We know the team, many of the team at LMNT.
Yeah, we like them a
like
lot.
Personally, we've hung out with them.
They are cool beans.
Eaten beef with them. And I think their stuff is good. And frankly, this stuff right here, the Beauty Plus Sleep Collagen, apparently it's not in stock, but
we have that also.
Wow, they've cut down. They only have a couple of them. Anyway.
Maybe because they don't sell. Maybe all of them don't sell.
Yeah. Maybe.
We have a couple of them in our cupboard. More than probably what we need.
Yeah. But if there's a product, I don't care if it's someone else's product, I'm going to use it. And if it's legitimate, hey, that's great. Anyway, this blog post, which is something we wanted to talk about today, goes into a comparison between SALTT. Wow, that is weird how it ended up on here. Okay. It's because I'm zoomed in.
You sharing?
Yeah, yes. I am. And how it compares. So sodium, hey, it's comparable amounts of sodium, fewer calories, fewer carbs, 2 times the potassium, 3 times the magnesium, and it has sulfate as well.
Yeah.
And then it talks about the different...
Oh, also, you can be like him and have sit-ups in the pool. Doesn't it look like he's in the pool?
It looks like he's in a pool. Anyway, it talks about the forms of magnesium that we're using. We use magnesium chloride, which is what you get when magnesium naturally weathers around.
Weathers around.
Whereas LMNT uses magnesium malate, which interestingly enough is what happens when you combine malic acid with elemental magnesium. Yeah. Later on, hey, instead of using citric acid, we're using malic acid.
Samesies.
Well, not quite.
I know. I was saying about the magnesium
malic acid.
malate.
Yeah, citric acid is controversial.
But that doesn't mean it's bad. We don't think it's bad, but some people think it's bad.
And if you go on LMNT's site, they actually have a FAQ about how their citric acid is produced. It's produced with a single-celled organism and it's fermented from glucose.
Right.
I don't think that that's a big deal, but there are people who take a definitive stance against products that use citric acid. So we just sidestep that entirely, and we use malic acid instead. We use a purified form of stevia that, as far as we can tell, should not be problematic for people who have a seasonal ragweed allergy.
Right.
They just use stevia leaf extract. I tried to find out if they used...
It could be the same.
It actually could.
We don't know. That's
I have had people report that they have ragweed allergies, and they have problems with LMNT, and they don't have problems with SALTT. So,
but we don't know how many people that really is.
Yes. And both have an unflavored and unsweetened version. Now, this is an interesting distinction. LMNT does use a very small amount of maltodextrin in the flavor. We don't. We use acacia gum instead.
Yes.
And that acacia gum is an emulsifier. It does let fats mix with water, which is why doing the Coco Loco with some butter might work really well. Do it. So, in conclusion, hey, we think frankly that
I like her hair. Can I have her hair? It's so cute.
If we hadn't made SALTT, we are still using LMNT.
Yeah, we still are. I'm not gonna lie.
We've got a bunch of it, and it's fine. We like SALTT better, obviously.
I also like Relight, and I don't think I'll stop using that.
Yeah. Okay, well, now that we've gone on a little bit of a tantrum. No,
ranty.
Let's see. Bob says, combo, if you make 2 shakes at a time and divide them, 1 chocolate, peanut butter mixed with 1 peppermint, it's amazing.
What? I did not think that would be good. Yeah. That is funny. I'm going to have to try it.
Robin says I'm in Alabama. It's 12.
Oh, 12.
Let's see. Nicole is going to make a Ninja Creamy Keto Chow for dinner. I had a Ninja Creamy for breakfast, a Ninja Creamy for lunch, and a Ninja Creamy for dinner. And I'm not going to tell you what flavors they were because I'm not going to.
Test flavors.
No, they weren't. They were flavors that are no longer available that I found some stuff in a box and made them. But I don't want anyone feeling sad.
I had an old flavor too.
Mike says I smoked a pot roast yesterday. It's lunch. A pork roast. Pot roast. Oh my gosh. Let's see, Coco, for you. Yvette says Mom had nicely put away one of my orders and found it last month. It has a few birthday cake.
Surprise!
Wow. Suppose it's now time to try it.
That's so awesome.
Let's see. Crystal says I put a taste of heavy cream in the caramel vibes with coffee.
Nice.
Jason says I've always used butter in my coffee when mixing with chocolate electrolytes. There you go.
So you guys are already ahead of times. We're late to the party, the fat party.
Okay, and Yvette says Siobhan is onto something. I added butter to my new night juice. I use the Cocoa Loco and caramel vibes.
Yes.
Let's see. Kate in Salt Lake is enjoying the salty. Nice.
I'm so happy.
Becky also puts heavy cream in my hot salty drink. There you go.
Kate, can you come to the February 24th meetup? I don't remember if you said you could.
Let's see. Joe says, I think I figured out why Citrus Splash was low on my list. I was trying it in 24-ounce mugs when I didn't like it as much as the others. Then tried it in a 0.5 liter bottle and it was great. Oh, interesting.
So it just was watered down, maybe. Yeah.
Nancy says, there's more people in those states? Yes, that is also true.
That is also true. Yes. There's more people, and that's where packages go, where more people are.
Yep. Shay Gal is here from Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Jason was saying something about KPL. They did announce the dates, and they are having tickets for sale. So if anybody wants
to... It's in October.
October, like 15th or...
It's on lowcarbevents.com. That's literally why I made that site.
It's going to be fun, though.
Was to keep that stuff straight. Roxanne is here, and Tracy's here from 27 degree Austin. Let's see. Barbara's here from Northern New York.
Northern New York.
What's the most popular 21 meal? Okay.
I know the answer.
That brings up an interesting question. What's the most popular?
Chocolate, of course.
It's chocolate. Well, actually, let's get through some more comments.
Okay.
Because we have some...
Nancy.
Well, Nancy, we're going to... not Nancy, Barbara. We're going to get to the crux of your question along with some of the stuff that we want to talk about tonight.
Okay.
Okay, Nancy says, when baking cookies with protein powders, what would the consistency difference between using Keto Chow and the one that is beef protein like
okay. The milk protein really does help it have
a lot more body. Yeah.
And the beef protein, and the same thing with our beef protein, like Equips,
the core.
It just, like, it doesn't puff up the same. It's totally different. And it even has a little bit of a different taste in addition to texture. So I think you want to play with them. You could even do like half and half and see if you can get a little bit of that body from the milk protein. And that's the thing. It's because it's dairy that it does that. That's why it's so fun to cook with. So if you want to take any Keto Chow recipe and put the core into it, it's not going to cook the same as the other Keto Chow.
It might not be bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
Jujubee's kids had a snow day today and a 2-hour delay on tomorrow.
Wow.
And a hot caramel vibes after playing. Okay, Iowa Nice says, I made the pumpkin sausage soup for the first time. I apologize to everyone for thinking it can't be that good when I heard people talking about it.
I love it.
Neely and...
I know, she's like, no, it's not that good.
She's like, it was good. But it wasn't as good as they made it out to be. And it's like,
I
okay,
know.
Granted, yes, I probably oversold it a bit, but
the thing is, like,
good.
When they first brought it to us, our bakery friends, they brought it to us, and they're like, you have to taste this. And I'm like, pumpkin soup? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to use my carbs on something I already don't like. Like, I like pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin soup. I've never been that kind of a soup girl. Like, I don't like those kind of soups. So I was like ready to be disappointed, and I'm like, what this is so good.
Carrie wants to know, he put cocoa nibs to make hot chocolate. Heard that there's potassium and minerals which might have helped him. I know that there is potassium in cocoa powder, but I don't know how bioavailable it is.
That's true.
There are other sources of potassium, but if you are enjoying the effects that you're having by adding the cocoa in, then
keep doing it.
Great. That's fantastic. Let's see, Shy Gal says, I made broccoli salad today, Miriam, with bacon and cheese.
Ooh, I love that. That sounds yummy.
Shauna's here. Hi, Shauna.
I bet you $100 I'd get way stuck in my braces of broccoli salad.
Okay, so Yvette says, I've tried the Beauty Plus Sleep Collagen. Nothing has helped me sleep like salty. I add some butter to help make the fat-soluble hormones. Interesting.
Oh, that's so nice.
Lisa says it was in the 60s in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, Phoenix is not cold.
There you go. You drink.
So, Yvette, do you drink like a whole glass or half a glass? Like, tell me what you're doing, because I can't drink a lot at night or I will have heartburn. It's just how I work. Like, keto has helped my heartburn considerably, but I can't drink a lot at night or I won't be able to sleep or eat super late at night either. So I just know that about myself and can go around it.
All right, Vicky is here. Everyone's saying hi to Shauna.
Hi, Shauna.
Let's see.
Shy Gal's here.
Oh, Adam's been getting a lot more LMNT ads lately. I think that they've stepped up their advertising with the new year.
Oh yeah, for sure, because
everyone's
you're gonna get
exercising.
better sales and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're thinking in the goal-oriented mindset.
Sonny says it snowed in North Alabama. 3 inches here and 5 inches just a few miles away.
Wow.
Overnight low is 2 degrees. Yeah, they do not have the infrastructor, so everything is going to be shut down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I hope your pipes are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Suzanne is here.
Hi, Suzanne.
JJ finally got to order some. So excited to try it.
Yay, JJ.
Shauna says, if I were to try the caramel vibes, use hot water?
Yes.
Yep. Exposing Darkness says, why isn't the Keto Orlando Summit on the Low Carb Events website? As far as I know, we have the date.
We have the tentative date, but I don't think it's actually been announced by Orlando. That's why.
We usually don't put stuff up on there until it's actually been announced. So I'll try to remember.
Except for sometimes Chris likes to spill the beans about Dave Feldman's conference early.
Sometimes.
He just can't help himself.
Yeah. Lady Fritz Sater says, weird, when I click on the link when you're sharing the screen, it doesn't work.
I know, right?
You're like, Yeah, so Exposing Darkness, we'll try and see if we can find out that. I hate that when I have a screen capture
and I'm like looking at somebody else's screen capture and I'm like, what?
Janice says I mixed orange, salty, nice. Mike says anecdotal evidence is sometimes the best evidence you have to roll with. Yeah,
sometimes.
So the plural of anecdote is data.
Okay.
You get enough anecdotes and it's data, you know. Sonia says I love salty, it's awesome, nice. Shauna says I got one of those whipped cream shooters.
Oh, cool.
Mike says discontinued products are a trigger for some. I'm a big boy. That 3 creamies in one day. Well, and the problem is I have to walk like 100 yards all the way downtown.
But you got more downtown.
Down and over.
Because we moved buildings. So we had to go to the old building to do the Ninja Creamy mix and then go back to our
Janice
desks.
mixed orange salty with seltzer water. Tastes like an orange rush.
Oh, nice. That's what I want to do so bad.
Mimi says, I forgot it was Tuesday. The cold froze my brain. And Sandy is also just getting here. Shari's here from Franklin, Tennessee. Love you both for all you do.
Oh, thanks, Shari. How are you?
Okay, Bob wants to know, is SALTT replacing the electrolyte capsules?
No.
So, no. So if you come here to, and let me back up. Products.
That's where you need to be.
If I can actually scroll. So this is on the SALTT website.
Coming soon.
Okay.
Some cool
now
bottles.
This says SALTT fasting drops and capsules. That is not accurate.
Yeah.
Some of the things on here. So you've got daily, you've got energy, fasting, and relax. So what's going to be happening is the current electrolyte capsules and the current electrolyte drops are going to be rebranded over to the SALTT brand. It's going to be the same stuff, actually in the same bottle with a different label eventually.
And we're not going to be secretive about that. That is just obviously that thing. But I think it'll be good because then it'll be an electrolyte line and it's not as confusing.
And the name change is going to help people understand what it's for as well. Like the relax. What is it the magnesium for?
Relax.
Don't do it.
Okay,
Exposing Darkness says I trade when you want to come. Bum. So anyway, Exposing Darkness says I traded the Creamy Deluxe for the original Creamy. I already had the original, but decided to use the new one. It seemed even creamier. The old one will serve as a backup. There is a new, old, original Ninja Creamy in the back of my car that I bought for the office.
Okay.
In
case when it dies.
And when you stick it on a shelf somewhere when the old one dies. Okay. So June says, clarifying something from yesterday, DMV equals DC, Maryland, Virginia. Okay. AKA the DC metro area. Nice.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about because I missed the live stream.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting your hair done.
I was getting my hair done. See, I still have the stuff on my skin still. It's fine.
Denise says, how do you think the salty would be added to butter bites? I don't know. I've actually never made butter bites.
I think it would be delicious because salt and butter taste delicious together.
Nancy says, I've been waiting to try the pumpkin sausage soup, but I don't eat sausage. What would you substitute?
Ground beef?
Ground pork.
Oh,
the recipe actually calls for ground pork.
It calls for pork sausage.
Pork sausage. But you could just use ground pork.
You could use ground anything and it would still be good. The thing that's so good about the sausage is it's a little bit like spicy.
Yeah, it's
and
sagey.
so then you have the sweetness of the pumpkin and the spiciness of the sausage, and that's what makes it perfect. But I'm sure it would still be good.
But you could use ground beef, and I think it'd be fine.
Any kind of ground brown meat.
See, Sandy says the core makes really easy pudding. Only takes a teaspoon of beef gelatin to get it to be the right spoonable consistency.
Nice.
Let's see. Shari is here. I'm booked for Keto Palooza 24 hotel and waiting to buy the ticket. JJ says, well, I can definitely say the LMNT sponsorships haven't slowed down.
True that.
Oh, Carrie actually got some LMNT from someone who didn't like the flavor.
Oh.
Interesting. And they said that it didn't dissolve very well. That's interesting. Becky says, I'm not a big fan of chai or raspberry. JJ says, I had the sample pack of LMNT on the Amazon subscription, but I canceled it when I ordered my salty.
Oh.
Nice. See, Jenna says, I had the last of my frozen pumpkin sausage soup today for supper.
Oh,
just
man.
as good as when I made it.
Isn't it great? I love how it freezes.
There's one little thing of it in the freezer upstairs in the old office area.
You better not tell Sam that. Oh, never mind. It's Max.
Let's see if that says
we
the whole
need to get
packet
the ingredients, and Max needs to make some more.
in approximately 10 to 12 ounces. Otherwise, it feels too salty. But I'm now able to fall right back to sleep. It's never happened before. Mag-glycinate didn't work like this either.
Wow.
That is interesting.
That is crazy. Okay, 10 to 12 ounces. So it's like a little bit bigger than like your 8-ounce cup, right?
It's a normal, I think a normal big.
Cup. Yeah, like one of the ones that we have, regular one.
Mike says, I tried the unflavored salty. I liked them more than I thought I would.
I also did, too. Like, I'm surprised. But I also like salt and water, so it's not
John
that
says
weird.
I saw a Keto Chow right above a Ricky Martin. Looked like he was the advert. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Okay, Jenna says, I had the last of my frozen pumpkin sauce. Okay, it was snowing. So good, snowing all day here in Massachusetts.
Do you want to see the print on my pants? They're so cute.
Wow.
They're so cute.
Anne says, I love the drops better, to be honest. Great.
Nice.
We're going to keep it.
We are. We love the drops, too. And they really hit the spot quick is the thing.
Okay, the Supposing Darkness says, will you then show the salty line as a category on the Keto Chow site? Yes.
Yes.
So you'll always be able to buy all of the products that we make, including salty and the salty electrolytes, which, they'll just be changing names, on the Keto Chow site.
And then
salty will just
have it. It'll also have its own land.
Let's see. Shauna says salty. Isn't that for disgruntled retired sailors?
I'm cold.
And Mike points out that salty contains your daily recommendation dose of vitamin R.
Salty.
Okay, Margaret says I'm buying every 2 weeks. Okay. And Cindy loves salty. I use chocolate one in my coffee, usually a third of a package per cup. June says, why do we crave creamies when it's freezing outside?
I don't
know. You just turn on the electric blanket and enjoy it.
Right? Just sit in front of the fire.
Joe says it's never too cold for ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was talking to Chris today about creamies, and I was saying I kind of am cold in our new office.
Yep.
So I've been wearing my coat when I go to lunch.
Well, we have an office with a giant window that it just lets all the cold in.
Yeah, it doesn't have good insulation. Yeah. But I still like to have the creamy because I feel like I'm eating more than just drinking a shake. And it's like, it's in my brain, whatever. But if I drink a shake, I kind of want to munch a little. And so if I eat it, then I feel like I'm eating. That's, for some reason, it makes a difference. What did you want to say, dear?
Well, Yvette said, start with a little water. heavy whipping cream and butter. Keep adding water until you find it's okay enough to drink. That's why I don't have an exact measurements.
I see.
That's a good way to do it.
But then I have heard like multiple different people do have like a little bit of fat before they go to bed. I know Anita, what's her channel? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Anita in Canada.
Yes. Wow.
What's her name?
Ketogenic Woman.
Lynette. Ketogenic Woman. She does like a little pat of butter before bed and it helps her to sleep. So I've never tried that myself personally, but I have heard of people doing that. And so I wonder if that is also helpful.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Connie's here from Ohio, planning to use salty to make Jell-O.
Nice.
Exposing Darkness says I use the electrolyte drops in my coffee with 2 drops of iodine. I use
There we
daily
go.
minerals in my water bottle and other drinks. Nice.
Yes, love it.
Joe says I wrap the creamy container in a towel so my hands don't get cold.
I have the little cozy that my friend Sharon made for me, and I am sad if I don't have it because I don't like it if my ice cream melts too fast.
I like it melted.
This time of year, it doesn't melt that fast.
Sandy says I'm cold too. Miriam feels like 6 degrees in North Carolina right now. Low in the morning should be 13. Wow.
I'm gonna grab a blanket. I'll be right back.
Okay. And Ann says little desk heaters have been banned from the cubicles, which only encourages me to work from home.
Oh, there you go. We actually just got some little desk heaters. I've never had a space heater before.
I stuck one under your desk.
But Dad.
Hello. Are you going to call me daddy? I mean,
No.
whoa.
Sorry. I was having a conversation with my
What's
kids.
your
apparently.
name?
Who's
your daddy?
Is he rich? Is he rich like me? Has he taken
Anyway, you were
time?
saying.
Oh,
Desk heater.
Chris has a little heater under my desk, and it's nice. But we found it from Project Farm. Have you guys heard of that YouTube channel?
It's a YouTube channel where he tests stuff.
He talks really fast, and he has like a little bit of a squeaky
We're
voice.
going to test that.
But he tests a lot of cool things, and it was so interesting because he's like, here are all these space heaters, and let's see how fast this one catches on fire, and let's
throw
see how
plastic on
fast this
top
one
of them.
catches on fire, and
What happens
like
if you tip them over?
all of them were catching on fire, and I'm like, oh my
no,
gosh.
Only the heater buddy, the propane one, caught on fire.
No, so many of them were catching on fire.
No.
I must have only seen that one multiple times.
Yeah.
I was
Let's
freaked
see.
out. I was freaked out.
That says I use a heated mouse pad at home. It's divine.
Oh,
Wow.
how cool is
Mike says they make
that?
heated mouse pads.
I want a heated mouse pad.
Let's see. Yvette says I have added a variation of butter, coconut oil, and MCT with a beta collagen. I'm not kidding. This is working like a charm. About to make me one in a bit.
Yay!
Jane says, guess we'll need to set up Keto Chow karaoke night. The funny thing is,
I know,
like every
sorry,
time we
we
do a
always
meetup,
sing.
I have like all the stuff literally set up that we could do karaoke before the meetup.
Yeah.
But no one ever wants to do it.
But you know what? I'm afraid of singing karaoke in front of people. But I can do it here because I'm in my house. Like, I know you guys are here watching me with us, but for some reason, it almost
You
feels
just look like
you're
a
just
camera.
like not here. And so I'm like, I'm just in my room. No big deal. I can sing here. This is where I'm comfortable. But if I got up on stage, I'd be terrified.
Okay, this does not surprise me at all. Neely says Jeff watches Project Farm all the time.
Yeah.
Of course he
Yeah, of course
would.
he does.
Because,
Yeah.
right?
So now he knows all of the new appliances that we've got. We've got space heaters. What are those other things we got? Like we got like some wrenches and
Project Farm recommended
we got
this.
these. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's a charger
starter.
for your car. So you don't have to get a jump starter. You
No
can
jumper
jump your
cables.
You can jump your own car. But
Or your wave runners that won't start.
right. That works really good. So we've used it multiple times, and we gave one to our daughter at college, and she's
one in every
used
car.
hers multiple times too. Except for there's apparently one not in your car because it's right there.
No, I have one in my car. I bought too many. We were supposed to give them as Christmas presents last year.
Whoopsie, forgot about
Nicole
that.
said, cancel my LMNT subscription after I tasted the salty as well. Mike says, yeah, the space heater I have has a button on the bottom that automatically shuts it off if it tips over.
Yes, and he did test that too. He tested like what auto shut-offs and how long they took, and then what temperatures and stuff there. It was so geeky, right?
Jane says, I heard your voice
Chris
and
was
you can
crazy.
sing. Visual Keo says, I'm always the first to grab the microphone at karaoke.
Oh man, I don't think I've ever actually done karaoke. No, I think I did it on the Keto Cruise one time. With
with the kids,
Eric
yes.
Westman. Oh yeah, and the kids. My kids do better singing. I can sing with people.
Shauna wants a link to the car jump starter. Anne says, I saw a heating mat. The mouse pads want them. The mouse pads want them, but have to see if I can disguise them from the office.
Oh, yeah. Well, a heating mat that you could just plug in and put on your lap. That's like a little tiny heating blanket. I want to get one of those.
CB loves your sweater. I have a new 40-ounce Stanley mug like yours for my salty. Yay. And the lid straw often lines up next to the handle on the back, but never the front. Does yours do that?
Oh, I just have to...
You can rotate it at 180 degrees.
So you figure out how you put it in and then turn it so that it'll always be the right direction. So I always put it in so the straw is facing away from where I want to drink.
Because I think there's 2 sets of threads.
Yeah, and then I turn it the opposite way. So you just have to figure out where it's going to land and then memorize where you put it in so that you can get it in the right place.
No, so you cross your fingers.
No, I can't. I don't know what you're doing.
Then you bring it back, touch your nose.
And do it wrong. I crossed my fingers the wrong way. Hold on, let me try again. Nope, still wrong. Okay, I got it. Nope, I still got it wrong. I've done it before.
Oh, man. Anyway,
show me what I'm doing wrong.
No, I'm going to let you stew over it.
I know how
Neely
to do
says
it.
we watched the space heater video together.
All you have to do is do this.
Denise says, I met my husband at karaoke 31 years ago. We still try to go out every other week. Wow.
Oh,
if you're making your Myrtle Beach, come sing with me.
I'm so proud of you.
Shauna says, I've sung for many years in college, church, funeral home, but karaoke scares me.
That's the same thing. Like, I could sing in church, no problem. But, you know.
I was doing really good singing in church.
You were.
Until it came to me singing the 4th verse.
Oh my gosh, it was so cute.
And I was having trouble maintaining breath control.
It sounded like you were crying. I'm like, he's crying.
No, I just got nervous, which was funny because
he doesn't
doing
get nervous
these
like
live streams
yeah.
has completely cured me of all problems with public speaking.
Except for me, I'm still afraid of real people in real life. Like, you guys are video people. And so it's like you're kind of there and not really.
So Julie says, glad to catch you live. I'm held up in my 18-wheeler in New Albany because of ice. Enjoying my Keto Chow hot chocolate. Tracy says, I'm always cold, and I've heard Dr. Barry say it could be an iodine deficiency. Daily minerals will be in my next Keto Chow order.
Do it. How are you doing, Tracy? How's all your health things? I have been on my prayer list.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
So
lots of people have been requesting that we bring back Butterscotch and a number of other limited edition flavors.
I have heard that. I believe we already started talking about that today.
On the same subject, we're sad to announce that Key Lime and Root Beer Float will not be coming back this spring.
I love those flavors.
Let's talk about why that is the same subject. Butterscotch and other flavors, people wanting that to come back.
We need to get the data is the thing. When we have those flavors, we can get the data, we can see how well they sell. If they don't sell, we have to be business smart and make a decision that's good.
Well, here you got the flavor status page.
Status?
Status. So unfortunately, logistics dictate that not every flavor will be a commercial success.
Weird.
That we maintain it on a permanent basis. We need to make room for other new flavors.
Right.
And that means cutting some.
Yep.
And on this page, which is in the show notes for this video that you're watching right now, you can see that there's links to the different things. And hey, here's Key Lime. It's now listed as discontinued. And so is the Root Beer Float, which everybody said, nah, no way would Chris discontinue Root Beer Float.
He loves Root Beer Float.
I love Root Beer.
I want it right now.
Here's the problem. So this is our leaderboard that we published back in December.
It doesn't sell.
And you can see, well, chocolate is this giant one. Root Beer Float. Well, let's do this in the tabular format. Rank, flavor, percentage of sales in November of 2023, percentage of sales in June of 2023. It looks
like that's not a lot of sales. That's the thing that's confusing. I think those numbers are confusing.
So, Root Beer Float.
Everything would be only like 10% sale.
Of the 33 flavors that we have on this thing, which doesn't include limited edition or some of the newer flavors.
Root beer is at
Root
the
beer
bottom
float is
of
at
the
very
barrel.
bottom. It's literally that and key lime are both below 1% of our sales.
So they got the axe.
Now, and this is if you combine the 21 meal bags with the singles, like all in, all of the flavors. Now, granted, key lime wasn't available in the large bags. It was only available in the singles.
Sorry.
Maple waffle also, but maple waffle's relatively new. Anyway, so because we were getting ready up until, quite honestly, up until last week.
Still sharing? Do you want to keep sharing?
Yes. Okay. I guess I can switch over.
It's
Up until last week, we were honestly planning on putting in an order for root beer float and key lime.
I killed them.
And we were having a meeting where like, man, our warehouse manager, the lady who does the ordering said, okay, here's the
deal.
Here's the deal.
They don't hit their quota.
They aren't selling enough to meet the minimum order requirements.
That we're at, like, we made these rules and we're like, these flavors have to hit these rules.
Yeah. And it kind of came down to, if we were to order the same amount of root beer as we did of butterscotch.
How long would it last?
2 years.
And so if we look at the sales data, then we know that if it's not going to sell out before 2 years, we're not going to order it. So that's why we changed.
Yeah, so it's like,
can't have it.
So that's the unfortunate reality. There are some flavors that are going to have to make way for newer flavors.
Yep, but that's okay. So, we can't have everything forever. We have to just let some things go.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yep.
And then I won't get key lime and pistachio mixed up anymore.
Sad.
I love it.
Yeah, see, Shauna says, no, not key lime.
I know.
Karen says they did karaoke on the last low-carb cruise. Normally I do pretty good, but I did horrible on the cruise.
Oh, I'm sure you didn't. You're amazing.
And Storm Chasing Gal says, not root beer. Yeah.
I know.
I love root beer.
And I think we're out of stock, right? Of those?
Yeah, we were going to have to order it.
We were going to order it for the summertime,
batch.
And we're like, we're not going to order it.
Yep. Let's see. Tracy says the injection has helped my knee and brought me some time to hopefully push off having a scope, aka minor surgery.
Honey, you got
and I love
your
root
body
beer
has been through so much lately. I cannot believe it. I know I do too.
Lady for Scissors says, I love root beer float. Sob. That was a cry, not a swear.
SOB.
Butterscotch says butterscotch peppermint birthday cake. Yes, please.
See, now there's a little space.
But Shauna says, well, in my garage find, I had 10 key lime in July.
Yay! Oh, a hair came out of nowhere.
Meg says, no more root beer float. I'm down to just one. I need more. Unfortunately, we're not going to make any more.
Yep.
Now, I'm not ruling out that we won't ever do a surprise reorder.
We might.
I've said it before.
If we're weird.
And I fully intend to do orders of some discontinued flavors down the line. But here's the thing. To meet the minimum order quantities of
that's kind of a big order.
We're going to have to order quite a bit of each one. And it's going to be a while before we order some of the stuff. Like, people keep saying, hey, I want red and black licorice. And it's like,
sorry.
I would love to order more of that right now.
I really like those flavors.
Yeah, but if we ordered it right now, it would be sitting there on the shelves for a long, long time. So.
But what's smart business sense? What is, right?
What's smart business sense? Like, take your pick. Would you rather that we did black licorice or red licorice or root beer, or do you want to keep requesting that we bring in butterscotch?
Yeah, I mean, really.
Take your pick, because you can only have it one way.
It could be.
Anyway, Carrie is going off to bed, going to turn into a Carrie burrito.
Good night, Carrie.
Nice.
Sleep tight.
Let's see. Barbara says, have you considered making a subscription for 2 21 meals together? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you're talking about two bags that are 21 each? We do have that. The pick your own, one of the sizes is 42 meals, and it lets you pick 2 of the 21 meal bags. Which Suzanne wants to know, are there any big bags of root beer left at the storefront? I don't think so.
No.
I found
I would
3
message customer service and
individual
ask them.
packets of root beer that Amazon randomly found and sent back to us. Thank you very much.
Here you go. Here's some garbage.
But of course, they were all crumpled up.
Yeah.
So we couldn't sell them.
Yeah.
Oh, and they had an Amazon sticker across the barcode too. So, but those are the only root beer that I've seen. Denise says, I'd love to see a black cherry or cherry cordial.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Here's the problem with cherry. If it's not tart, if it's not sour,
it's hard.
It tastes weird and it tastes like cough syrup. And if we add that tartness to Keto Chow,
You know what?
it curdles the protein. Makes it chunky.
We could make a cherry salty.
Probably could. Jane says, I honestly want you to keep making healthy and flavorful things. So if you have to cut some flavors, that makes sense. As long as you keep my favorites. Just kidding.
Right. Just keep what I like. That'd be perfect.
Mike says, maybe someday Keto Chow will grow to the point where they can sell fast enough to justify bringing them back.
Right, maybe.
Well, the interesting thing is, this is actually a product of our success, is the company that does our mixing. When we first started with them, I ordered, like my first order included an order for 200 banana.
200? Whoa!
And like 100 of this flavor and 400 of chocolate of the big bags. And
now we're dealing in thousands and hundreds of thousands.
yes.
But here's the thing, I've been thinking about this today. We are so open. We tell you all the things that
a lot of the things.
we tell you more things than we probably should be telling
Yes.
you. Especially this one who has a big blabber mouth.
Sean wants to know, how much would I have to order?
It's a cute
A
one.
lot. Like really a lot.
Yeah. At least 200 banana.
Anne says, I can't believe Chia is higher ranking to root beer.
Chai.
Chai? Chai wasn't on that list.
Yeah, because we didn't have it
and
during that time. Like we
yeah, chai, you won't
only
find
do
chai
it
on
if
here.
it's a good time period for those flavors. So
Yeah, in fact, up here at the top,
I don't think we have chai in them yet.
it says, you will notice that many of the limited edition, like chai latte and butterscotch, are not present due to limited sales data we have on them.
Yep.
This answers the most popular question we get each time we post the leaderboard, so I'll repeat it. You will notice many of the limited edition and newer flavors are not present.
That is so geeky, Chris.
I got asked that question so many times last
boring words.
Whatever. Anyway, Marie says, if you make vanilla cream, the permanent vanilla flavor, I wouldn't mind root beer going away because I can add root beer extract to that.
I like what she actually said. She's going to add bear extract. I love you, Marie. You just made my day.
Sean says, okay, I'll get a small one. Yeah.
Perfect.
June says, I will trade key lime for maple waffle. And maple waffle is a seasonal flavor. And I don't remember, we still need to do the analysis on whether or not it's sold well enough to come back in large bags.
Yeah, we don't know that yet.
2023.
It's all an analysis and all the
It's
numbers.
a Lynette analysis.
La 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 la.
Alyssa says, I feel like comparing flavors that have been around a while to new flavors is unfair.
I also believe
You're not wrong.
That's true.
Now, the root beer float, we've actually had for
It's ancient of
5
days.
years. Key lime we've had for 4.
Well, yeah, the key lime is... No, we haven't had it for 4 years.
Maybe 3 or 4. It's either 3 or 4
3
years.
or 2.
No, it's not 2. Sandy says, I just told my husband I'm going to make him pie with key lime when it came back in stock. Aww.
Oh,
Now,
I'm sad.
You can use something
Use
like
the
the
lemon
vanilla
meringue
or the
and
lemon meringue.
Put some
Yeah. The lemon
true lime
meringue
in
with
it.
lime in it would be really good.
right. I have had that already.
Tracy says, I'm considering going carnivore to see if that helps with all the
Do
issues
it.
I'm dealing with my joints. That actually
Do
is
it.
not a bad idea.
Do it. I'll do it with you.
Linda says, luckily I ordered root beer and key lime. I love both. And if you have the stuff hanging out, you would definitely still be able to have it. Because the best by date on the packets now is 5 years. The old packets, it was 2 years. But we had them tested
And recertified.
For an additional 3 years. So if I remember correctly, the takeaway is if you have a package of Keto Chow and the best by day is before for 2027, you can confidently add 3 years to the best by date that's printed on there. Cindy says, I think a retired flavors variety pack would be an awesome idea. All the flavors, no individual flavors.
That would be funny.
The problem with that is it wouldn't sell very well. Those retired flavors, I know that, like, I really like the grape.
But that is a fun idea.
I really like the black licorice. I really like
oldie packet.
all of the flavors that we've ever had.
You've
really
liked all of them.
And so I personally would like it, but you only have to look actually at. There's a discussion on the Keto Chow Facebook support group right now of someone wanting to know, does anybody actually like the chai flavor?
Oh yeah, there's enough people that don't like things.
Or the peach.
And that's okay because we don't all have to like the same thing.
Like my grandpa said, if everybody had the same taste, they'd all be trying to kiss your grandma. Mm-hmm. My grandpa didn't actually say that, but a comedian said it.
And we copied it.
And I laugh about it every time.
It is a good idea.
It's one of my, I laugh at that joke every time.
Yeah.
I have a lot of those, actually.
Mm-hmm. I like that better than some.
What?
That joke. Better than some other jokes that you tell.
of my all the time, I say the same jokes.
But I also have the same jokes. And the same song phrases.
It's true. Barbara says grape sounds good. Joe wants chocolate malt.
I do too.
Cindy says, I wonder if adding a key lime flavoring to vanilla cream or a lemon meringue would work.
Do it.
I believe so.
Do it.
Now, a lot of people say they would rather have butterscotch.
I really like butterscotch.
Alyssa says, I'd rather have root beer than butterscotch. Oh. Neely says, but we want it all. But Daddy, I want an Oompa Loompa now. Okay, Veruca.
I'll give you whatever you want.
It's true. We do want it all. Escalon says, I'm shocked the chia didn't do better than the root beer.
Chai.
Chai? Mm-hmm. That says chia.
I know, but there's not a chia flavor, so they meant chai.
Kate in Salt Lake says,
I thought it would do better
salt.
too, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not making a cherry salt right now. I don't know what you're talking about. So,
Kate,
but it is a good idea. I have a list of these are the flavors I need to work on for salty.
Oh. For
Margot
your 1 o'clock
says,
Monday meeting?
Oh, okay. Margot says, what did I do wrong? I got a wet powder ball inside my whisk when I followed the mixing directions. So I always recommend that you add the fat first.
Yes.
So
are you talking about Keto Chow?
Yeah, with Keto Chow. Now, you could leave the ball out and put it in after you've added the water, and that would solve the problem entirely. But I always put the fat in first, then the powder, and then the water. Yes. And that usually separates the ball from the powder enough that I don't ever have that issue.
I also like to put the lid on and shake it as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Because if it sits for a long time and I'm like,
I actually smack them on the counter.
To put the lid on, then it just has time to not be mixed well.
Yeah.
So that's my experience.
Yeah. But if you are getting problems with the wet powder ball inside the whisk, put the ball in last.
Yeah.
So fat, powder, water, then the ball. Oshana has 19 key lime and 9 root beer to ration until the end of time.
There you go.
Loretta says peppermint birthday cake, vanilla cream, strawberry cream, butterscotch. They all rock my world.
She's got it. She knows what she likes.
And Sandy also is putting in another vote for root beer over butterscotch.
Oh, thank you, Sandy.
Lady Fritz says Dr. Barry wants a grape salty. Did he say that?
Ew.
He's got my phone number.
He's such a traitor.
Okay, so it was hilarious. Dr. Barry and his friend were interviewing Steve from Serious Keto.
Yes.
And Steve, I was on there in the chat, and Steve said, I'm surprised that Chris hasn't texted me. And so I immediately
texted him.
Like, annoying orange attacks.
Yeah, it's true. We do have Dr. Barry's cell phone numbers.
And
he texts me happy birthday when it's my birthday.
Iwan says, I only had a root beer float with heavy whipping cream, so it didn't have much flavor. By the time I started using butter, I didn't have any root beer left.
Isn't that sad? But you know what? Now you don't have to worry about it because you don't have to try it. You'll just like whatever you already have, right?
Okay, Donna wants to know, are you going to make different flavors with the core? So right now, the protein powder that we use for core is not available. They actually asked us about a month ago, hey, can you give me your 2024 need projections
Like
for
all of
the
it?
protein? And so we had to say, well, we think we're going to sell this much. And this is another reason why
it's nice to have those numbers.
Well, for instance, when we came out with Butterscotch, why did it sell out so fast? We actually had a good amount. It's very difficult to gauge what the reception to a flavor is going to be. But we still have to make that guess. It really comes down to just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Anyway, so as far as the core goes, we can't get the protein right now. So we bought a lot back in mid-2023, and we have the chocolate, we have the strawberry, we have the vanilla. There's no development going on right now with the core because of that, the availability of the ingredient. Sometime in 2024, we're going to look at the reordering amounts for the strawberry, the vanilla, all that. As it stands right now, core is selling okay, but it's not selling okay to add additional flavors, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Even chocolate peanut butter, which probably wouldn't be bad.
As core?
As core.
Yes, it would
But here's
be
the
amazing.
thing. The people who don't do milk protein
are also probably not going to do peanut butter.
also probably don't do peanut butter. So I'm not sure it would sell as well. My solution for chocolate peanut butter core
is to put some peanut flour in your chocolate core.
Or just some Adams peanut butter. Oh, yeah. When you're running a blender,
then it would be
just put a
delicious.
scoop of actual peanut butter that's just peanuts and salt, or just throw some peanuts in there and run it in the blender. But again, as of right now, honestly, frankly, we're not planning on adding any additional flavors to the core line, just because although it's selling okay, it's on the very bottom of the list of flavors of Keto Chow.
Above the soups.
It is above the soups, but not by much.
We should probably look and see what the numbers really are, though, because we haven't looked at those numbers in a while.
On the core? They didn't make it onto the popular flavors list because we hadn't had it long enough.
Right.
The chocolate core was pretty far down on the list. Even though it's great stuff, and I really like having an alternative for people who can't do milk protein and want stevia or not.
I do like that.
Frankly, it doesn't taste as good as just regular chocolate
Keto
Keto
Chow.
Chow.
As good.
Chocolate Keto Chow is freaking amazing.
It doesn't cook as well. We talked about that already. But it is really nice to have that option. So you can have it on carnivore. You can have it when you're doing, different experiments. I like having that option.
Okay. So now we're to answer that question. Juju says 3 more sleep still. You don't have to single parent for a bit. Ready for a break. Okay, Sharon has a great question. Do you have a gummy recipe for Salty? We don't.
We have multiple gummy recipes on the website with our electrolyte drops. You could easily just add that in.
And that said, Two Crazy Ketos, when they did their very first review of Salty,
right,
the video of that included them testing out and demonstrating a recipe using Salty to make electrolyte gummies. So that's actually what I would recommend.
I think you should make them and eat them.
Mike says, now you stab more product with forklifts than your first production run. It is true.
Yeah. We have. That is true. I have personally stabbed more products than our first production run.
Storm Chasing Gal says, thanks for the double blueberry in my January box.
I'm glad you like it.
Sean says, yeah, same. Vanilla cream would make a great permanent flavor and would be great for adding flavor extracts. It's quite yummy.
Yes, I think so too.
Let's see. Anne says that would be a good surprise Black Friday thing.
Oh, yeah.
Mike says, I really, really like guava grapefruit. Me too.
I do too.
I loved it.
We came out with all those summer flavors, and now we're discontinuing most of them.
Albert wants a flan or creme brulee flavor.
Ooh.
Salted caramel is probably pretty close to what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Patricia loves the chai, and Linda loves the peach. I love the peach.
I love peach too.
But I like those peach
candies,
gummy rings, and that's what the peaches and cream Keto Chow tastes like.
I think what's so fun about Keto Chow in general is I eat food, regular keto food all the time, and if I don't want to go crazy on treats and binge on treats and do things that I did before I did keto, if I have Keto Chow, it's just a little bit less flavorful than having like a big old keto treat or something, and it still hits the spot of I just got a treat. I treated myself, and so it satiates the need that I'm not filling anymore with all of the more treats. So that's what I like about Keto Chow.
Cindy says I didn't care for the chai at first, but I liked it with Celestial Seasonings Bengal Spice tea, and I especially loved it warm. Nice. And Jane has a good point. It says, to the carnivore person, I was doing that, but eating mostly Keto Chow has actually taken away more of my joint pain than doing carnivore.
Really?
Which surprised me. Less red meat and more Keto Chow as my protein took away even more pain.
What?
I have ankylosing I just killed that.
That's a lot of things.
And Keto Chow low starch diet has helped me basically reverse my autoimmune inflammation markers.
Oh my gosh, Jane, thank you for sharing that. And she is on Facebook. I know a lot of you are on YouTube, so if you didn't see that comment, she's on our Facebook account.
Neely says Renee still loves chai latte.
Well, Renee just has my heart.
Let's see. Yvette says, mixing my drink, give me a few and I'll tell you the total amount of the liquid. Nice.
Thank you.
So when it was all finished, what it came up to.
Said and done. And I imagine I could do it with less water because I'm not afraid of flavorful things.
Sandy says, now I'm going to order everything at the bottom of the leaderboard. Okay.
Do it.
Great. Mike says, Dr. Barry is so nice. His wife is also.
I know. I love them so much. And their kids. Oh, and Bonnie's my friend. She let me hold and snuggle her last time we saw them. They're so cute.
Marie says, speech to text would be too funny. Yep. Let's see. Okay, Yvette says, at 8 ounces, including the melted butter and heavy whipping cream, it tastes borderline salty, but good enough to help avoid too much liquid.
8 ounces is not too bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
That's like your standard cup. I could probably do that. If I did that and then took my pills and then brushed my teeth, so that would take me like 20 minutes before I go to bed, I would probably be okay.
Shauna says, I can attest. The Keto Chow that accidentally hits the wall sticks quite well.
I also, I feel that.
It's one of those things. There are certain things that we all kind of have to go through. Forgetting to put the lid on all the way.
Forgetting to turn the knob on the blender.
Yep. And it goes all over the place.
Also having too hot of water and it going...
Yep. Pickle says pistachio core would be great. By the way, in case you didn't know.
I think you're right.
And Marie, who says speech text can be too funny, Marie likes me to point this out.
Yes.
The beef soup base Keto Chow is the core without flavor and without sweetener.
Right. So if you bought the beef soup base, you could put pistachio flavoring into it.
Totally good.
And then you would have it.
Now, granted, I would assume that what we come up with the pistachio would taste better, but you could also add pistachio flavoring. No. You could add pistachio flavoring to the vanilla core.
Yeah,
as well.
you could add anything.
Sorry, vanilla cream core.
Right. Vanilla core.
Mike says my plan for the future is to order only core over the same flavor of Keto Chow.
Good idea.
And Mike says I think that what holds him back is not having it in the Keto My Chow subs.
Oh, you're right.
G. Golan says Coco Loco is amazing.
I feel that.
Lynette had a chocolate peanut butter shake today and cried when I drank the last drop.
I know.
I don't cry, but I literally, the worst is when I'm driving, drinking a Keto Chow, and I'm like, it's hilarious. Joanne says I had a taco bowl for dinner using taco soup Keto Chow. We
had that last night.
We made taco meat, so I got a 10-pound thing of ground beef.
Right.
I browned it through a whole bunch of cumin and chili powder and garlic.
And not red pepper flakes, because that's
not red pepper flakes. And a bunch of salt. No, I forgot the salt. I didn't put in any salt.
Oh, no wonder it tasted horrible. What's the problem?
It's fine. And then, along with the root beer that we got back from Amazon, there were 3 packets of taco soup.
And you used 2 of those?
I used 3.
Oh. There were only 2 on the counter.
Yeah. Well, first there were 2, and then I thought, there's only 3 of these.
First there were 2,
I'm going to go ahead and use all of them.
3, and then they were gone.
And the nice thing is, it makes the fat that has rendered out mix in with the
And then we
meat?
don't drain the fat, and
No,
then
we
you
don't
have all
drain
the
it at
fat
all.
in the meat. So, and then what we did, we did 10 pounds of meat, which is a lot of meat,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
We set it on the table. We got tomatoes, we got lettuce, we got cheese, sour cream, salsa. I think that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we go to put the leftovers away, I put half of the meat into containers with the label on it with the date that said taco meat in the freezer. So next time we want to have that for dinner and we don't have time to make it or thaw out something else, we just thaw out the whole bowl, and that's enough to feed this.
Here's the thing. So us making taco guts, which is what that is, we tend to go through that pretty quick.
Yeah. So I left some of it in the fridge too.
It's a staple around here.
It really is. We have at least once a week.
Then I want to know, has anyone made salty Jell-O?
I have not yet,
That'd be an interesting combination.
but I'm sure it's going to be
Mike
good.
says, I design repairs for building components that get stabbed with forklifts.
Yes.
Jan says, I make a vanilla corn to ice cream and add root beer Zevia. There you go.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Let's see. Albert says, blue curaco, or curasco. I don't speak Portuguese, and the C with the tilde down underneath it,
How do you say that?
I think it makes an S sound.
I don't
Again, I am demonstrating my complete lack of
I don't know
knowledge for
anything, so
Portuguese.
I'm sorry
I was going to say Brazilian, but Marie says, okay, better order core flavors if you want to want more flavor developments. That kind of is how it goes. And I'm sorry that it's that cut and dry, but
I know,
that's
it
kind of how it
stinks.
goes. Teresa says, I need to go make a keto chow right now.
Yes. What
I
flavor are
actually-
you going to make?
I forgot.
What flavor are you
I got to
gonna
work
make?
yesterday, and I swore that I had a keto chow in the fridge.
Yeah, he walked around like a puppy dog. It was so cute. He's like, I swear I had food. I swear I bought some.
So
I
went-
swear I had a keto chow.
I
Where's my
found a
keto chow?
packet from the lost flavors pile, and made one, and then stuck it in the fridge, and then let it think about what it had done for like an hour.
I can't tell you how many times I've tried to open that new fridge to put it in the freezer, and I'm like, this is the fridge section. I have to
Because
put
it
it
has
somewhere else.
Fridge, freezer.
Yeah.
Cindy's waiting for a carrot cake flavor and red velvet.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't red velvet
Just chocolate cake.
just chocolate
That's red.
with some sour cream?
Oh, it's just red cake.
Which, speaking of sour cream, I'm trying to remember who it was. They suggested using sour cream as your fat source
Oh, I've done that before
to make keto chow.
because I was out of everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's dairy. It's the same thing. And it was great.
Iowa Nice says, I second that comment on keto chow taking away my joint pain.
Yes.
Melissa says, butterscotch seemed like a good idea, but I find something weird with the fiber in that flavor. I've heard it's just me that thinks, but that happens every time I make one. That's
Isn't that
interesting.
weird?
Now, if you're comparing version 2.7 or previous to the new version 3, there
That
is
could- that
less
could be
acacia
different.
gum.
Yes.
It mostly mixes up the same, but its tolerance for making butter mix
Right.
with the
It's not as good.
it's close.
So if you want it to mix the same way the older stuff does, add a little bit of acacia gum.
Yeah, so you can go on Amazon and buy acacia gum. The old formulation had 4.6 grams.
Which is still not very much.
It's a little over a tablespoon.
Not 4.6 grams?
Yeah.
That's not that much. Oh, maybe acacia gum just doesn't weigh very much.
Yeah. By the way,
I don't weigh
a
acacia
U.S.
gum very
nickel
often.
weighs 5 grams. Period.
But I
if you
don't
ever
eat
need to-
nickels usually,
No, you
so
don't.
I don't.
But if you ever
can't
need
figure.
like a reference of how much weight 5 grams is, a nickel weighs 5 grams. You put 10 of them together and you have 50 grams and you can calibrate a scale.
Ooh.
Which is what actually
You know
a lot
what
of
I
people
can do? I'll just hand you my scale and
Okay.
say, "Could you calibrate my scale?"
Makes his apple pie warm with a touch of cinnamon. That's very good. And B. Golden
That does
likes the
sound
pumpkin
good.
sausage soup. Says it's
I
amazing.
agree with you.
Cindy says, I
You are
forgot about
right.
that beef. I have to experiment this week.
Do it, Cindy.
Okay, and the vet says also the salty doesn't bring on drowsiness like ashwagandha or other natural methods or prescriptions. It simply helps me wind down that much faster.
Right.
I have ADD and rest. New life experience.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing
Interesting.
that, by the way. That was
Now,
really
Hollis
helpful.
says chai latte is my favorite. See?
Everybody has different tastes.
Maybe this is some of my
Actually,
favorite
really like
keto
the chai
chow
latte.
are salted caramel pistachio raspberry cheesecake
Mm-hmm.
butterscotch. I made maple waffle pancakes tonight because it's too cold.
Yum. I want some waffles.
Shauna says, I cacao.
Curacao. No.
Or
Curacao.
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 Okay. Anne says kitty cereal inspired flavors in a mini bundle would be
That would be so fun, right? Wouldn't that be fun?
Okay, Albert says if drinks are made from blue curacao, try it. Interesting.
Okay, cool.
Denise is off to bed.
Good night,
It's been lovely spending time with everyone. Have a blessed week. Our kids aren't home yet, and they were going to do hide and seek in Shields.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Which is like Cabela's. I don't know if that's a good idea either.
I think they shouldn't get in trouble. That's an expensive store.
It is. That's where I bought my $80 old man hat.
But you love that thing.
That hat is freaking amazing.
You love it.
It's made with Canadian persnicketyness.
It says it in the tag.
It literally says that. It's this. It's
Did we
a
show that
fishing
to
hat.
Haley?
I don't think she cared, but
Well, she cares now.
it floats. It has a lifetime warranty.
It has been through a lot, and it washes well.
It washes really well. It's a great hat.
It's a great hat.
It was worth $80. Now, Project Farm, going back to Project Farm, when he was reviewing his mechanics tool sets, he's like, I'm of the opinion, buy once, cry once.
Because you're done with it.
He said, buy the higher quality, more expensive stuff instead of rebuying lower quality stuff over and over again.
There we go.
That hat was a good investment, but man.
The problem is sometimes you don't know if it's more expensive because it's more expensive or if it's more expensive because it's a better quality.
Well, for that hat, it didn't have a price tag on it. It just had a barcode. We got up to the front.
You're like, I need a hat.
$80.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. But I had lost my old hat.
And weren't we like on a trip?
No.
Or we were like leaving and you didn't have time?
No.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
We were like leaving somewhere.
No.
I think so.
I lost my old hat at the reservoir and needed a new one, Willard Bay. And so we stopped at Shields and we went all around it. Anyway, Julie says, what about a coffee flavored Keto Chow? We actually have.
We have
the caramel macchiato,
mocha, and
Irish cream, and mocha. Yeah.
And Irish cream. That's
anyway,
right.
It says I use vanilla with coffee, but it's not as strong. Coffee ice cream is so good.
Nice.
Let's see, Lynette says lemon is delicious made with sour cream.
Yes.
Oh, that does sound good.
You know what else sounds good? Those lemon snap cookies.
Okay, Sonia says, how do I find the approved accurate Keto Chow nutrition on the Chronometer app? So if you scan the barcode, it should come up with the right information, especially with the version 3 ones.
Plus it'll say like something on the side.
Well, it says CRDB. So with Chronometer, they only publish stuff that's accurate. I did go through all of the version 3 stuff. I submitted directly to their support team with a like Excel spreadsheet upload, and it has all of the data with decimal points.
So yeah, it'll say CRDB next to it. Oh, you can't oh, it's not even there. Okay. Why is it not there anymore? Of course it's not there anymore.
Because you opened up your phone instead.
Keto Chow.
Sean says, no price tag, only a barcode. If you don't kill over the price,
you can't see it. It's too small. But it says, right here on the side, it says CRDB. All these other Keto Chows are, say, custom.
Well, that's ones that, so those customs are, I created the recipe for it. You can see it because we're friends.
Oh. But then there's only two different CRDB ones.
Well, for instance, you had to search for Keto Chow and then put in a flavor. Yeah, so butterscotch.
You should be friends with me, Chris.
And there's Keto Chow Butterscotch V3.0.
Yeah, that's the one that we... Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
So look for the 3.0 because that'll have
Joe says, pay the money, buy it once for a lifetime. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Reese's Guava Grapefruit would be a wonderful salty flavor. It would. Russell says, Keto Chow, have you ever heard of someone using Wagyu tallow for the fat source?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I have done it.
Don't want to ruin a drink, but curious.
It's so good. So I like to use it with the beef
core,
the beef core, the Keto Chow chocolate core, and it makes it sound.
It sounds really weird.
It sounds like a donut.
And we're using the
it tastes like a chocolate
Chicago
donut.
Packing.
Yeah.
Wagyu tallow.
Yeah.
We just buy it on Amazon, and it's fine.
It's a cute package too.
But
it's black.
and when we go and do shows, like I'm going to be going to the Metabolic Health Summit. Miriam's going to be hanging out with the kids. One of the flavors that we'll be sampling there will be, Southern Chicago Packing.
Yeah.
One of the flavors we'll be sampling is Keto Chow Core, the chocolate mixed with beef tallow as the fat. And it's so Wagyu beef tallow. It's so funny because people are like, no, I don't do dairy. And it's like, oh, we have this dairy-free one and it has Wagyu beef tallow. And they're like,
what?
What?
It's really good.
Yep.
I have made it a lot. I should do that with my next creamy.
Okay.
Do the chocolate mixed with another Keto Chow.
Lynn is here.
Hi, Lynn.
Meg says I ordered some of the beef, or the keto core. Need to stock up while you still have it. Marie says I've used the Wagyu tallow with many of the flavors and really enjoyed them all. And yeah.
And do we answer all the questions for today?
We did.
All right.
Oh, last one.
Last one.
Cheyanne said, I was thinking about starting to make my Keto Chow shake in the evening for the following morning to make my morning routine before work a little quicker. Good idea, bad idea? Any tips or suggestions?
Good idea. We love doing that because after it's been in the fridge overnight, it has a better flavor.
Yes.
So I recommend.
Now, a bunch of people, their suggestions was, don't just make one.
Make two. Make all 8 of them. Make them for the whole week.
Make as many as you have available containers. And a bunch of people said, I just use mason jars.
Yeah, so you can make them and then put them in the mason jars. Another thing that I have really liked about the Ninja Creamy is if I make a whole bunch of Keto Chow, which we do make a whole bunch of Keto Chow, and then it gets to the end of the week and I don't think I'm going to be able to drink them, I can just dump it into a creamy container,
and
put it in the freezer,
and then
I haven't wasted anything and I don't have to feel guilty. So I love that.
Which the recipe for making a Keto Chow into a Ninja Creamy ice cream.
Samesies.
You just pour it into and you do it and run it through. Now, you may have to run it through 2 times with the light ice cream, and you may even have to run the re-spin a couple times. We've also noticed that a lot of times when you run the Ninja Creamy, if it's all powdery on top, it's not powdery all the way down. It's only powdery on top. Yeah, like squish it with a spoon, and you'll be like,
oh,
it's actually... Oh, okay.
That was me today. I only ran it 2 times, and I wanted to run it again, but I didn't want to disrupt anybody else in the break room. Oh, I just lost my voice.
Julie says I make 12 at a time and bring on truck. There you go.
Yes.
Okay, well, and Janice is here. It's time for us to go. Miriam just lost her voice, so.
Yeah, for some reason.
Plus, we've been going on for an hour and 20 minutes, so.
Talking.
South Pacific. Anyway, you all have a fantastic day. We will be doing our live stream on Monday. On Tuesday, we will maybe be in Florida. So
maybe. Well, we will be.
We will be in Florida. Maybe. So we're going to have to see if we actually do the live stream on Tuesday or not.
We'll decide.
But you all have a fantastic evening, and we will see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.